charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh, only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big.
Preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He's got Burton here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in a 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. This is Logan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 31. Simple.
They'll run it here with Logan. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Logan, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. TJ Logan taking it in. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Up to midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. Logan, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3.
To throw is Murray.
At the 23-yard line.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 31, Breeze. Flush to his right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That third down conversion good for 23. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Harris has it over the middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
7-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Kamara trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 60-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is Harris. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Touchdown,
Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 83 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He'll air this one out for Kirk, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? You ready?
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A busy night continues for Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks, that's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
To Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders
New Orleans.
there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Buying time to his left. Finds the open target, Arnold. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run again with Logan. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Good.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
At the 29-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 40. Mike 40. 3 here we go. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.D. McKissick taking it in. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
29-yard line.
Breeze now to throw. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw it. Murray able to shake him off. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
3rd and 3.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.